Good morning, everybody. I see everybody's already in the chat. Hi, guys. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Daz. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Damien. Hi, everybody else. I'm excited for today's class. I hope you guys are too. Doggy Doppelgängers. I came up with that. I take all the credit for it, so don't use it unless you give me credit for it. Just kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun class. Yeah, let's just jump right into it, right? Okay. So, for today's class, if you're new here, I like to start off with the game plan. So this is where I go over like what we're going to do for the entire class. We're going to start off with an art review where we review the artwork from last episode, which is on Thursday. Then we're going to do our quote of the day. Then we're going to do some morning mindfulness. Then we're going to draw some dogs. Then we're going to do a karate break. Then we're going to do some Doppelgängers. Then we're going to do our challenge of the day, and then we're going to say our goodbyes. Yes, it's going to be really fun, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it'll be a fun surprise. Alright, so let's get into it. So, our art review, we have a drawing from Hadassah. This is for our class on Pokemon Part 3. It was fusions, where we mixed different Pokemon together. And so Hadassah, instead of doing mixtures of Pokemon, you mixed different elements of a forest. And this is really cool. I the drawing looks fantastic. And I love how you added, I could totally tell the different kind of elements that you use, like the different cacti. And you also added, a foxtail. Kate and Ashley are here. Good morning. So it looks really cool. I like it, and I like that you did elements of something that was more like plant-based, and then made them into like a character that would like move and talk like an animal. Very cool. Very nice job. And Kevin, very nice job with your. I forgot how many seconds we did for this. Maybe it was like a minute or like 2 minutes or something for our sketches, but these came out really good. I could definitely tell who all the characters are. Psyduck might be my favorite one, just because the eyes just look extra distraught. Very nice. All right, and yeah, okay, there we go. Don't want to do that. Here we go. So if you guys want to send your artwork in, hi Abigail, are you new here? Welcome. If you guys want to submit any of your artwork, even if it's not artwork that's related to the episode, I can still show it. If you're proud of it, you want to share it, send noahfontana@gmail.com or Teacher Noah on Instagram. But teacher.noah, if you do Teacher Noah, it's some like Italian teenager in Italy. Yeah, so don't do that. Let's see. Our quote of the day comes from Ron Husband, and he said, "There are 10,000 bad drawings in you, but you need to get them out of the way so you can get to the good stuff." This is a quote. Hey, Jillian. This is a quote that I've heard a lot of artists say, but it's definitely one of the favorite ones for artists to tell each other, or at least to tell young artists. And basically the idea is that you just need to practice a lot. But if you don't think of it as practicing, but if you think about it as like, have you drawn 10,000 bad drawings yet? No? Okay, well, you have to get those out of your system before you can get to the good drawings that are inside you. Because that's about how much it takes. Oh, very cool, Abigail. Welcome. Yeah. And Ron first, he actually has gone through a lot of process and a lot of drawings being an animator. He was the first black animator at Disney, and so being a new animator, you're what's called the in-betweeners, or they just call you tweeners, and that's where you draw all the sketches, all the drawings that are in between the big actions of an animation. So they would have one of the 9 old men. Those are like the best of the best at Disney. There were these 9 guys. Those guys would draw the main action. So if it was like, let's say a punch or something, right? So they would draw this arm, like this punch, and then they would draw like the wind up, like this, all like the big actions. And then Ron Husband, when he started, he would have to draw all the little frames in between like that. All the kind of like the boring grunt work frames that aren't as fun to draw. But that's how you get started. That's how you kind of earn your keep there, and then that's how you get really good. So, being an animator, you go through 10,000 drawings like that. It's not even a problem. Well, let's wait and see. Even if you don't think that you have any good drawings in you, after 10,000 drawings, then we'll see if they look any better. Ron Husband also, in his free time while he was working at Disney, he devoted his free time to visiting schools to teach kids about animation and the process, and sparking a lifelong love of teaching and mentoring in him. So he ended up teaching for the rest of his life and mentoring other people. So I thought that was really cool too. If you've ever seen, he's helped a lot of different animations. Like if you've seen, he did a lot of crowd work. So in Beauty and the Beast, where the spoons are diving into like the punch or the liquid, whatever it is that they're drinking. When you see all the spoons in Be Our Guest in that song, and they're all diving in, that was him. Ron Husband did that. And then also, among many other characters that he animated, you can see at the bottom right, right there, he was the lead designer and animator for the Doctor, I believe his name. I forget his name, but it was the first black character ever portrayed in a Disney animation, which is really cool. And that was in the movie Atlantis. And so he helped make history in that way, and also being the first black animator. Well, some people say if you feel like you've already gone through 10,000, some people say it's like 50,000. So, yeah, but the idea isn't that it's an exact number of 10,000. The idea is just that it takes a lot of practice before you should even expect to see good drawings out of yourself. And then every artist feels like there's still room for improvement. Like when I draw and I finish a picture, all I see are all the things that I would want to make different or change up or give it a little bit more of an emphasis on. So that's why it just takes practice. All right. But we're going to move on. If you have water, grab some water, take a sip. And as we take a moment to breathe, I want you to close your eyes and think about a time that you made a mistake. Now, Ron might not have come up with this metaphor, but it doesn't take away from the truth in it. Nobody's good at drawing it their first time, or second, or third, for that matter. But sometimes we act like we're supposed to be able to do things right the first time, which is a lot of pressure to put on ourselves. And as we move on to the next portion of class, I challenge us to look at ourselves honestly and take ourselves off the hook and be okay with making some mistakes while we're drawing. So take a nice deep breath in and out, and let's do some drawing. Okay. So our first, we're going to do some Doggy Breakdowns before we try to do the Doppelgängers. And here we go, our first one. This one comes from Jillian. This is a dash hound or dachshund or wiener dog, however you'd like to call it. Now, just to get us warmed up, we're going to do these drawings as timed, and then we're going to go over them and then fill them in with a little bit of detail. Yes, exactly. Abigail, you know it. Awesome. Okay, so for our dash hound, these guys are great to draw. We're going to set a timer for, let's do, let's do a quick 1 minute sketch. Okay, ready? 1 minute, 60 seconds. We're going to try to do a rough sketch. No pun intended. Let's go. And start. And that's time. All right. How did you guys do with your sketch? All right. The reason that we do these quick 1-minute sketches is because it helps us get out of our own way and it helps us not be afraid to make mistakes because you just have to scribble it in as fast as you can. Normally, I would probably take a lot more time doing details, trying to make sure the eyes and the lines of the mouth look all correct. But this way, you can actually just get out of that mindset and just do like a quick scribble sketch. And what happens is that because you're drawing so fast, your lines actually have a lot more life in them. And that's what we've talked about in the past, where the line quality is very important for a drawing. So if I was to draw the same line on the back and I was just to take my time like this, the line kind of loses a lot of its life. Shh, no pun intended, I said. There's a lot less life in this line, but it's cleaner because I took my time with it. So what artists do is that they do a quick sketch that's really rough like this. Thank you, Hadassah. You got my back. And then what we can do is we could always draw over these. For right now, though, let's pause this one. We could pick our favorite one that we can color in. Let's draw a little Frenchie. These French Bulldogs are super cute. I think this is the kind of dog that was in that animated short Feast. If you haven't seen it, it's really good, and the style is like fantastic. Zoe, shh, I did not make a pun. All right, ready, quick, 1-minute pose. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. All right. I already spent probably way too much time on these ears, but And what's good about these short, like 1-minute poses is that you're completely focused. There we go. When you're drawing in 1-minute pose, usually you're not thinking about a lot of other things because you only have to focus on this for 30 seconds because if you don't, you're going to fall behind. There's something weird about the face, though, with this one. I think I pushed it out, the muzzle out a little bit too much. But yeah. Okay. Not bad. How do you guys look? I thought it was Boston. It might have been a Boston Terrier in Feast. Zach, what do you mean what we're drawing? We're drawing dogs today. Okay. We're going to move on. How are your guys' sketches looking? Now we're going to draw a Corgi. I picked like some of the most popular dogs that for some reason we didn't draw last time when we did a dog episode. Alright. His muzzle is too long. His muscle. Let me see. Yeah, that's what yeah. Okay. I think this line is actually very helpful with this one. Yeah, that's making it look a little bit more like it. It's always like the little tiny details that help too. Okay, Corgi time. Ready? On your marks. Get, set, go. There we go. Okay. It's a Jack Russell Terrier. Hey Ashley. Hey Ash. And a Chihuahua. Oh God. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Let me write these down so I don't forget them. If we don't get to them today, we can do a dogs part 3. You said a Chihuahua. Did we do Jack Russell Terrier last week? Last episode that we did the dogs. I know we drew one of your dogs actually. There we go. I like how this Corgi came out. Next one that we're going to do is Beagle. This was like the dog in all the movies when I was a kid. It was just every kid had a Beagle. Actually, Christine Canyon is Zach. Kate, just so you know. All right, drawing a Beagle. 1 minute. Ready, set, go. I feel like Beagles look a little bit more generic, so it's almost kind of harder. You know, like there's not anything like crazy different about them. Oh, that actually Zach. Okay, that is actually is Kate, but it's also Ashley is doing the comments for her. So confusing, I know. All right, last one is German Shepherd. All right, here we go. Ready? 1 minute starting now. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me write this down for you. Okay. My favorites are Australian Shepherds. German Shepherds, and Havanese dogs. I feel like we might have done this. Isabel, did you draw with us when we first did the first episode of Drawing Dogs? I think that might have. You might want to go back and check that episode out because I think we did draw some of the dogs that you like. All right. So out of all the dogs that we drew, which ones did we like the best? Let's see. My favorite breeds are Jack Russell Terrier and Jackapoos. Is that like half Jack, half Poodle? I'm pretty sure we did Border Collie too, actually. Okay. All right, so now we can go on top of these. We should color in the dog. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Which dog do you guys like the best that we've done so far that you like to color in? Was it true? Dachshund. All right, let's do Dachshund. Okay. Here we go. So what I like to do is I like to lighten that layer so that it's a little bit not as dark. And if you're drawing on paper, you could either lightly like dab it with the eraser, and that'll pick up some of the drawing, so it's a little bit lighter. You could go over it with an ink with like an actual a more solid line. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull up the original picture of the Dachshund too, just so we have it ready for us. Okay, here we go. And this is where we can be a little bit more conscious about our lines and like focus on making them a little bit more cleaner. Show you a picture of a Dachapoo, a Jackapoo, sausage dog or corgi. All right, I can definitely show you a picture of one, but I think for right now, we're gonna finish this guy first, and then it might have to be saved for next episode. And I love how flat the tops of their heads are. There we go. And he's got those little innocent eyes. And now this is where we could also like make sure that the nose is kind of like more the right shape too. And this is also why we can draw so sketchy at the beginning, is because we know that we're going to be able to go over it with a darker outline. And some people, if they don't want to draw light, what they do is they draw with like a blue pencil, because blue pencils is how you actually, the blue pencils wouldn't show up when they do a scan, like a photocopy of it. And so they can draw over the blue pencil drawing with a regular pencil drawing, and then only the regular pencil will show up. There we go. It is an ER onesie. Oh, there you are, Ashley. You got your own now. Nice. It is an ER onesie. Yep. Well, because I figured since it's morning cartooning, we could keep it casual. No need to, and we're all quarantined up anyway, so no need to pretend like I'm even dressing fancy. And also, it's funny, when I was teaching some Zoom classes for my kids, when I was teaching the Zoom classes, half the kids were wearing onesies or they were wearing their pajamas, or I've even had some kids wear wigs while we were drawing. So I figured it would be fun to draw, to wear a onesie for myself. All right. Now that we've colored them all in, now we can easily, now that we've drawn them all in, inked them all in, now we can color them pretty easily. All right. And also, if you're coloring on a piece of paper and you have access to a copier, sometimes it's nice to make a copy of your ink drawing, or like your pencil drawing, your detailed outline drawing, and then make a copy of it and then color over that one. That way you can color over it multiple times if you don't like how the first one came out. All these little tricks that artists use so that they don't have to redraw things a million times. Cool. There we go. What is these? Okay. There was only one episode where he didn't wear it. Oh yeah. What was the episode that I didn't wear it? Good memory, Zoe, too. I know when. I'm curious. All right, and then what I like to do too for the shadows, you just bring this color a little bit down. You can even bring it a little bit over so it's a little bit less vibrant. And after this one, we can even do alpha lock, and that way we can't even color off of that layer like that. Okay, here we go. You guys hear Slider in the background? Freaking psychopath. Oh, okay, yeah. For the printing outline. That's what I was reading. There we go. Slider needs to chill out right now. I think I might have to let him out, guys. Can you hear him? Probably can. All right. And look at that. There's our little dachshund. All right, we're going to pause this right now. Switch to karate so that we can not get too stuck. Hold on, let me grab this. I'm not sure, guy. Slider says hi, everybody. I know, he's a little camera shy. Hold on. Are you guys ready to do some morning cartooning? Morning cartooning karate lessons. There he goes. Okay. Alright. He said his hi, and he said he's done now. Okay, let's do some Sensei Says. Why is this weird? It's fuzzy. I don't like it. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, so the thing is that if you're drawing and you draw for too long, then your drawings start to look bad, and then they don't have that life in the lines that we were talking about. So it's important that we stay active while we're drawing. So we're gonna take a break from drawing, do some quick Sensei Says to like stretch our muscles and like loosen up again, because after half an hour of drawing, which is what we just did, your body tends to get a little bit tight and you kind of get like stuck and you start to like lean closer and closer into your piece of paper, and then all of a sudden your drawings start looking really stiff, and then you get frustrated and you start breaking pencils and scribbling through paper, and it's a whole not good environment to be drawing. So that's why it's important to get up and stretch when you're drawing. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I like to do these stretches where you pull back your fingers. That helps stretch out the tendons in your arm, which is what are also going to get really tight when you're drawing with your hands. A lot of artists, like a lot of animators especially, who do a lot of drawings, they get carpal tunnel or they get arthritis and they have bad back problems because they're always sitting down and drawing. So it really is important, if you're going to be doing a lot of drawing, to stretch your body out. So we also pull our arms like this, hugging it nice and close to you. Yeah. Probably when you're young, it's not going to hurt you that much, but when you get older, it's definitely better to have that habit kind of worked into your system of drawing. So take a break. It's kind of like how they have this thing called a tomato timer, I think, where it's like you spend 20 minutes working on things, okay, and twist your neck, and you spend 20 minutes working on things, and then the tomato timer goes off. And then it tells you to take a 5-minute break or a 1-minute break. Can we see pictures of jackapoos? Zach, stop screaming at me. Let's say we did stuff like this before we were. Oh, okay, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's always good just to, stay loosened up. Okay. Oh, we found a new kind of artwork in here. Oh, Ashley, you should have come on, watched our episode when we did Wicked and we did The Lion King. We looked over the costume design for that. Oh, that would have been cool. But we are going to do another Broadway one coming up soon, where I think we're going to do Hamilton and Annie, maybe? I forget what you guys said. I wrote it down, though. All right, Sensei Says, here we go. Oh, look, it's all clean now. Nice. Okay. Sensei Says rising block. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says cross block. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says cross block. Sensei Says rising block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says cross block. Sensei Says cross block. Sensei Says cross block. Sensei Says cross block. Middle block. Did I get you with that middle block? Let me know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was a really fun episode. We did Wicked, and you can watch it still on YouTube now, but we did Wicked, and we did her as like a modern version. So if Elphaba was like alive today, what would she have dressed like? It was really cool. That was one of my I was like more happy with that drawing from that class than anything else, I think. Okay. That was round 1. We do 3 rounds, and I'm going to get you all out by the 3rd round. Don't even worry. Okay, now, next round, we got Sensei Says straight punch. Sensei Says straight punch. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei Says shoot do. Sensei Says shoot do. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says heel palm. Sensei Says hammer fist. Sensei Says hammer fist. Sensei Says middle block. Sensei Says down block. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says vertical fist. Sensei says spear hand. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says cross block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says cross block. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says middle hand block. Sensei says spear hand. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says straight punch. Straight punch. Let me know if I got you. All right, now we're gonna add kicks. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Have you guys ever fallen down when you were doing a kick? I think it's like a rite of passage for everybody who's ever practiced karate. Is like you get really into the kick, you give it all you got, you kick, and then your bottom foot slips out from underneath you and you just fall. And it's hilarious and it's super embarrassing. All right. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says back kick. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says cross block. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says shoot do. Sensei says shoot do. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says back kick. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says shoot do. Sensei says reach hand. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says back kick. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says ridge hand. Sensei says shoot do, like this. Sensei says shoot do. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says cross block. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says back kick. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick. Back kick. Gotta get you with the back kick. Let me know. Alright. I feel like Colin. Yep. When will you do background music? Colin, I will do background music once I figure out how to do that. I have to download some stuff on my computer before I can do that. I don't know why it's been giving me so many problems, but yes, it is coming. The goal is to do it by August when I switch to my channel. All right, Isabella, you're still in. Everybody, take some water. Zach, I'm pretty sure I've got you out before. Still in. Okay, you guys are all in? Alright, you guys are just firing on all cylinders today. Very impressive. Very impressive. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Make sure you drink some water. Really don't think I've ever gotten out. Really, Isabella? I've never gotten you out? Okay. I will get you out one of these days. Maybe when I move to my channel, it'll be double intensity. I'll get you out. I will never see Cat the Almighty. Oh, okay. Alright, that's weird. Okay, there we go. This is what we want. Okay. Well, we got our wiggles out. We got our moves out. We're feeling a little bit loose. Let's draw another thing. Now we're going to do our Doppelgängers. Slider's so cute. He's just chilling there right now. I think he just likes listening in on the class. Pictures of Jackapoo. Zach. Yes, of course. Here's a Jackapoo. Very cute. Look at these little scrappy little dogs. Very adorable. Alright, now. Oh no! That's so annoying, Hadassah. All good. It's alright. I knew I was probably going to get you out anyway, Hadassah, so it's fine, right? Just kidding. Doppelgängers are dogs that look like people, or people that look like dogs. So, I'm sure you guys have seen it. A lot of times whenever you see somebody walking a dog on the street, they look very similar to their dog. So now then these people found online, these dogs that look like celebrities. So here's one. Let's see, here's another one. What do you guys think? Does it look like if I was almost gonna say Selena Gomez what is her name? I'm totally blanking. I don't even like her. Okay. Whatever. Harrison Ford. I can't believe I forgot her name. It's so funny. Okay. Okay. Harrison Ford as a dog. He's definitely got that side smirk going on. We got Patrick Stewart. I feel like this one was spot on, right? It looks really good, just like him. We also have Kanye as the dog. He's got that attitude of the boxer, I believe that is. Taylor Swift! That's so funny. people try to convince me that her music is good all the time, and I refuse because she stole it from country music. Okay, we're not going to get into that. And we have Julia Roberts. That's so funny that I forgot. All right, as a dog. So people decided after they saw 101 Dalmatians and they had these drawings when they're looking for when I think it's Pongo, the male dog, is looking for a good match for his owner. He's looking for the person and the dog that would be a good match for both of them. So if you look, they have this artist and her dog, very floppy, typical artist. You have this lady with her little pug, I think. This woman with her poodle. And I think for this one, he was she's too old. This one's too young. She's got a little yellow puppy. And you see how the dogs look very similar. They even have the same color. And it's cool how they changed the hair to look like the ears too. And little things too, how she's holding a red purse or a pink purse. This dog's got a pink bow. Yeah. Has a dog in the color. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now I feel I'm convinced that every dog that somebody buys is like them in some way. Okay, so there was a challenge on Instagram a while ago called the 101 Dalmatian Challenge, and a bunch of different artists drew. The challenge was to draw your own doppelganger that you found. So this artist, Adam Dix, he's a really great artist. He worked for Disney for a little while. I think he's working on Nickelodeon maybe now, or Netflix. He's worked on a lot of different shows. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his stuff. This is one that he did. It was a woman who's a boxer, and she has a boxer dog. And then you could see how they look similar, and they have a similar build, even body shape. If you tilt her sideways, you can see how she's really small hips but a really big chest, just like a boxer has, where it's they got that sloping, that swoosh. Is Slider your doppelganger? I hope not. He's too grumpy, I think. We also have, he also did another one with this guy with this grumpy old man with his bulldog, I think that's what it is, right? Let's see. And then we also have, then there was a lot of other artists. This artist, Cherson, she drew a few too, which I really liked. It's really hard to find them though, because not everybody hashtagged it, so these are the only ones that I could find, but there's so many artists that did them. Really cool ones. Let's see. This one I thought was really funny. Fantastic job. And you can find all these on their Instagram. I definitely highly recommend following them because they are great artists. I love this one too. Little old man with his golf clubs. He's got this old Yorkshire Terrier. I don't know that's what it is, but that's what I was thinking of. Which is funny because he's got the same kind of mustache. Yeah. And the turtle too. He doesn't look anything like you. I don't know. Does he? No. Okay. You guys are funny. All right. So the challenge for today, if you haven't guessed it yet, is we need to draw ourselves as with our doppelganger. Okay. So I have this blank template. Now we can impose ourselves onto here. So let's draw our dog. So I found this dog, which I felt really embodied, which is the closest that I could get to me. It's got a beard. It's got a smooth top. It's got a kind of a mixed match of colors because I have some red in my beard. And these are similar colors to what I wear. So I felt that is a snatcher dog. This is a German wire-haired pointer. And so if you guys want, search right now for dogs that look like you. You can even start by looking up your favorite dogs, and then they might have a lot of similarities because we're people, and people are attracted to things that look like us. So much so that we even see faces in things that don't exist. That was a whole conversation in a Scott McCloud book where he said if you see a manhole cover and you see a face in it, even though there's really no face there, or if you look at an outlet and you see a face, he says that's because people are obsessed with ourselves, and we secretly try to see ourselves in everything. So, what's your favorite dog? there's a good chance that might be the dog that looks the most like you. Where did you get the template? Oh, for the background? I think I literally just typed in, oops. I think I literally just typed in like 101 Dalmatians background. And this came up. If you want, you can email me and remind me in an email to send it to you, and I can send you this exact image there too. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to hide this. And we're going to do, I already did like a quick sketch of it. That way I can do the ink and we could have the final version of it for you guys so that I don't spend the whole time just drawing a picture in the class. Okay, so here we go. All right. Now, while I'm drawing this guy, you guys can either find your dog, or you can start to sketch you as a dog, as a person, because you got to draw yourself too. And the idea is that you want it to look as much like the dog as possible. So you might want to tweak yourself a little bit so that you look a little bit more like the dog. Like you could change the colors of what you're wearing instead. You think you're a long-haired Chihuahua? I was saying that I look like a collie. But I think Aussie Shepherd for all the different colors of my hair and my energy. Oh, okay. Interesting, Isabella. That's pretty funny. I wonder what my mom would say that I look like as a dog. There we go. And I don't know if I would say this is my favorite dog, but he does kind of look similar. He looks like, my favorite dog is the Irish Setter, or there's like an English Setter, I think. I think that one's my favorite dog. But this one kind of looks like a more scrappier looking Irish Setter. I've got a gone off the gray and a border collie. Oh, that is a good one. Nice. Yeah, they have a lot of other celebrity ones too, and then they just have like random people. But I figured the random people one wouldn't be, that would be like, that was kind of weird having like pictures of people that I don't know. I didn't even think of it, but I should have had him wearing like a Eeyore onesie too. I have him wearing. I drew a picture of myself already, and I didn't have him wearing a onesie, so this guy's not going to be wearing a onesie. And again, just so you guys can see, I'm doing the outline right now, but when I started, it was very like, it was a very rough sketch, and this was even like a more detailed sketch. I did that sketch, but this was the initial sketch, which was like super rough. A Labradoodle, tall and snuggly. King Cavalier Charles Spaniel. Wow. What is that one? Hold on. Oh, totally, Ashley. I could totally see that. Very cute. Okay. Okay. Now that we got the outline in, we can color this doggo in. Oh, I need to draw a leash too. All right. Let's see. Jamie's a brown Havanese. I'm a Labradoodle. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right. If you guys found your dog, then it's. I would say definitely go and start drawing your dog as if it's like walking, and then you could also draw yourself walking with it, and you could try to add maybe any accessories that would make you guys look similar. Um, and then that could and then you could always just superimpose that on top of the background later. You're a pit bull, Dassa? Also, I mean, each dog has their own personalities. I didn't even think to look up this guy's personality, but it would be interesting to see which ones you thought you looked like, and then see what their personalities are. Um, it's like way too red. Hold on. Is this dog starting to look like me yet? Okay, so right now I'm coloring it in using the studio pen, because the studio pen has like no scratchiness to the line, so it's nice and clean. Even if I draw like on the side, um, it still keeps it a clean line, because that's kind of like the Disney style where they have it looking really clean. Okay. All right. How are you guys doing on yours? There we go. Just trying to pick the color. Okay. And just about done, I think. I choose long hair chihuahua because they look kind of like me, and I'm actually very tall, but like to cuddle and love and laughs like a little dog. Well, maybe if you can't decide, you can always. I would just like start to peruse like different dogs, or look for different keywords. You know, like do you like to go out on hikes? See what kind of dogs like hikes, or even look up a dog by their description of their characteristics. You know, like are you a very energetic person? Then look for more energetic dogs. You can see it like that. Okay. Okay. And here's me walking the dog. All right. And then, so that's ta-da. What do you guys think? And then here, let me make it nice and small so it fits into the background. Voila. There we go. Now you have your own doppelganger, and you guys can finish your drawings, and then I can send you the background, and then, yeah, and I can see what you're gonna do. Yeah, I guess I could teach you guys how to draw yourself. Yeah, maybe that'll be not next episode, but yeah, you guys could just do your best at drawing yourself. Do the same process. Start with the sketch. Oh shoot, it's time. Start with the sketch. Go over with an outline and detail. That's what I did for that one. But yeah, I can help you guys draw yourselves for an episode too, if we want to complete the doppelganger. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to our challenge of the day, which, if you guys haven't guessed it yet, it's to draw yourself as your doppelganger, and then post it and then hashtag it. You can do it. Just tag me in it, and then that way I'll see it. And then that'll be awesome. And then let's see what else we got. Submit your drawings, nofuntown@gmail.com, or on Instagram. If you want to help support, there's a donate link below. Thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what we should draw next. I have a bunch of other recommendations for you guys. We have a lot of stuff that you guys want to draw, including like Star Wars. You guys want to draw more Broadway. You guys want to do children's books, more animals, horses and fairies and manicores and all that stuff. So we have a lot of different stuff. When is the next stream? The next stream is on Thursday, and our topic. Oh, also before we get to that, I'm moving. So after next episode, so starting in August, I'm going to be streaming this off of my Teacher Noah channel on YouTube. So you can go ahead and subscribe to it right now. I'm going to comment right now. So if you click on that name, you should be able to subscribe to that channel. Then you'll see all the episodes. And yes, I will email in the background. Just send me an email first, so I know that everybody who wants it. So I'm not, because I don't have all your emails saved in one thing. Next episode is going to be Marvel Heroes, which is going to be a lot of fun. This drawing is done by Scott Young. Definitely check out his work. We're going to be looking at a little bit more into his work too. Yeah, it'll be Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. 11 a.m. PST. But yeah, you can always watch it afterwards. We do them every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you can do it on Tuesdays, great. And then you could always just rewatch the Thursday episodes after they come out. And still send me the work too. And that's it. I will see you guys later on Thursday for when we draw our Marvel Heroes. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to both me and the CTN. Because they do a lot of cool stuff too, where they do sketch nights, which are really good for getting better at drawing too, people and other. I'll see you guys later. Bye.